Hey everybody, welcome back from winter break. I hope you had a great break and got to spend lots of times with your family and your friends. Today, guys, we are going to go in and we're going to work on our PowerPoints and we're going to review some points in PowerPoint such as fonts and images. We're also going to look at our transitions and our animations and create a nice 4-slide PowerPoint. So when you get into your winter break assignment, find where it says My Document and then click on Edit and you will get yourself into your presentation online with one single slide. Our title is going to be Winter Break, and our subtitle, I'm sure you can guess, is going to be Your Name. Oops, make sure you spell it correctly. So we are going to be doing 4 slides today. All right, so we're going to add 3 more slides onto this today. So to add our slides, we have to be in our Home tab up top. And we are going to be looking at these different sections in our menus today. We're going to be looking at Home, Insert. We're going to use Design, Transition, Animation, and Slideshow. So we're going to review 6 of these different buttons up top and how we're going to use them in our presentations. To add a new slide, again, I go to Home. I click on the New Slide button, and today's slide is going to be Title and Content. We're going to be adding 1 sentence and 1 picture to each slide. So I click on Add Slide to get my second one. And I'm going to go ahead and just keep on adding those slides until I have 4 total. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, my first one is my title, and then 3 things that we've done over our winter break. So I'm going to go ahead and click on number 2. And on number 2, I'm going to type in my first sentence on top. Watch your spelling, watch your capitalization. Over my winter break, we spent a lot of time with our family, or with my family. That's going to be my first sentence. Then I'm going to go on to my second box, and this is where I'm going to be putting a picture. Now, remember, for our pictures, we're going to use our Insert button. The pictures in Insert are just better than the ones that are available in other places. I go to Insert, and I go to Pictures. If you remember, and if you know how to add a picture from your device, and you have pictures of your family that you'd like to use in this project, you can do that. But I'm definitely not requiring that because we're not going to be reviewing that skill today. What we're going to review is our Bing Pictures. Remember, Bing Pictures is going to show you the most possible images that you can use. When I click on Bing Pictures, it now pops up and gives me a search place. And I'm going to look for a Christmas tree in a house. Okay, and I'm going to look at the pictures that come up with options for me and find one that I like. When I insert that now, it's going to become a picture underneath it here, and it should open up and give me these new design ideas. If design ideas do not pop up on the right side of your screen, you have to go into Design. I said we're going to be using 6 tabs. This is our third one. In Design, there is a Designer button. I can turn it off and back on just by clicking on that Designer button. And then I look through these and I say, I kind of like that first one. All right? So that changes my whole design to look like that design right there. And I can look through these other ones to find more ideas. All right? And there's also down at the bottom, so that's it. See more design ideas. You can refresh it for more. Slide number 3. We had a lot of movie nights with my family, something we love to do. But one of the movie nights we watched the new Wonder Woman movie that came out. So I can put that in there as one of my things. Punctuation. Remember, capitalization, punctuation, spelling, all of that stuff. Make sure it goes in there. Now I'm going to go up and back to Insert and go to Pictures. Again, I'm going to search Bing Pictures. 84. And we get a couple of pictures. Some of them are of the movie, some are from the TV show that came out, some comic book ones. And I'm going to find, I like this one right here, which shows Princess Diana from the movie, that actress. And I'm going to insert that there. And again, now we have some more design ideas over here. Find a design idea that we like. How about this one? This gives me an extra text box. I do not need that, so I'm actually going to click on that and delete to get it out of there. Ooh, she's me an even better design idea that I like. There we go. So now we have 2 slides down here. Oh, our top slide, we forgot to put a background there. So we're going to go back up to that top slide. And my design ideas are going to come up And now I can see there are some film design ideas depending on what you put in there. And since I put in winter break as the title, it gave me this idea here of a nice little snowy background, which I really like. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm not going to do 4 slides. You guys will do 4. I'm just going to do 3 so we can move on to the next step. Is I'm going to change my fonts. So to change my font, I select the box, the text box, and I can either highlight everything inside of that text box, or I can get my 4 arrows or my 2 arrows and click on the box. And what happens when I do that is my cursor, see how my cursor's there? When I click on the outside of the box with my 4 arrows, the cursor goes away. So now the box and everything inside of it is selected. I go back to home because that's where I change my fonts. I find a new font that I like for my title, which I'm going to use the Black Adder one. I really like that one. And then I'm going to make it bigger. Then I'm going to do the same thing with my name. I'm going to click on the outside of the text box. I spelled my name wrong. Look at that. I have to fix that too. Same font, make it bigger. All right. Fix my spelling. There we go. Now I'm kind of happy with that for this first one. On my next one here now, I'm going to now select my text box. Make sure I click on the outside of it so that the text box is selected, not the fonts. That makes it easier. Find a font that I like. And now I'm actually going to change the color too. So like that color, I don't really like that one too much because I can't see all the words. It's a little bit harder for me to see. So I'm going to go through here and find another color I like. There we go. Over my winter break, we spent a lot of time with our family. All right. Slide number 3, same thing. Select that box. Find a font you like. If you have to change the size of the box, you can. Move it around, make it the way that you think it looks best. Okay, so we've now added a design idea to each slide with pictures and text boxes. We've adjusted our slides and our text to make it larger and change the font of it. And now we're going to move into our last 2 steps, which is transitions and animations. So transition changes your slide. It makes the whole thing move from one slide to the next in a different way. So when we put in our transitions, we have choices here for what we can use. Some are subtle, some are exciting, some are dynamic. And each one, we can't actually see on the version that we're using what it's going to do. So I'm going to try checkerboard here, and you'll see it does not show me a preview of that transition. We're going to have to wait until we're finished selecting and changing transitions, and then watch our slideshow to see what they look like. Some of these transitions also have options. And if you click on the options, it's going to ask you, where do you want this effect to happen from? I'm going to say from the top. Then I'm going to go to my next box, and I'm going to click on a different transition. I'm going to try morph this time. And my options here are objects, words, or characters. And I'm going to choose characters. What this means is if you have a picture that's the same, it will adjust. Or if you have words that are the same, they will adjust. Or if you have letters that are the same. And we'll see what that looks like in a second. And then my third one here, again, I'm going to go up. I'm going to find a new transition. Click on that. So now I want to see what these transitions look like. To do that, I go to slideshow. All right, so that's our slideshow up here. And I go to from beginning. And it'll open up. And it'll show us our first transition here, which is that checkerboard. All right, checkerboard into our first slide. Click, and you see the transition that time. My letters moved. All the letters that are the same, they slowly moved into a new spot. Then my third one, the fracture. And those are my transitions. Each slide changes just a little bit and gives you a fun little dynamic little transition or change. All right, the last thing we're going to do before we finish up our project is to add animations. In each slide, you have 2 objects. You have a background object, which is your picture, and you have foreground objects, which are your text boxes. So I'm going to go into slide number 2, and what I want you to do is animate each text box in your slides. Don't worry about the background pictures, just the text boxes. Click on the text box to be able to do an animation. Again, if I go up to animations and I click and I don't have anything selected, you'll see the animations is all gray. You can't do anything until you have something selected, and you have to select what you want to animate. If I click here and my dots are on the outside of everything, that means I'm animating my background. If I click here and I see my dots now are around my text, that's what I'm animating, is that text box. You have 3 types of animations. You have an entrance, you have an back to my text, sorry. An exit and an emphasis. So I'm gonna have my first one fly in or enter, and you'll see I have options of where I want it to fly in from, where I want it to enter from. Then on this slide, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do an exit. And I'll have it checkerboard out, why not? And again, I have options. Where do I want the checkerboard out as? As one object? Do I want the checkerboard up or across? All right. Again, to check this now, we're gonna have to go back to our slideshow and press from beginning. Here we go. We have our checkerboard in. Our next transition where our letters move. Animation entrance. Transition for fracture. And then animation for exit. Then our slideshow is done. All right, again, guys, that's 4 slides. 1 is a title. 3 tells us what you want to be doing, or what you did, I'm sorry. Remember, you're going to be using your home button for adding slides and changing font. Insert for adding pictures. Design to help you find that design background if it doesn't come up. Transitions and animations to make it more exciting. And then slideshow to be able to watch your slide. Those 6 buttons: home, insert, design, transition, animation, slideshow. All right, guys, have fun with this, and I cannot wait to see all of your awesome designs. Have a great day. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.